Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
I'm back with Kevin today, and he is trying to devise the perfect Instagram story.
Done.
So he always puts so much thought into it, just like I do. I feel like he is the only other story H-O-R-E like me that puts thought into like all the little gifts and, or is that how you say it? GIFs?
Gifts. G-I-F-S.
And the perfect song and stuff like that on his Instagram story. So that's what he was working on.
Getting my stuff ready now.
We just got into the truck, wiped the entire thing down. There's like a little stomach thing going around on our unit and we want to prevent us from getting it. So we wiped the entire truck down. First thing, took the trash out in the office. Now we're just settling our things into the into our unit, and we're gonna go get Barron's Bagels. That's our routine every other Sunday when we work together. Barron's Bagels in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. So we're heading there now to go get some breakfast, and we'll see what the day brings. It is very, very humid out.
Yes.
So
we're gonna have to talk about this in a little bit.
It's unbearable. And if you know about Kevin's fiery loins from the last time we worked together, his loins are not happy.
You're gonna learn about a sweaty part of my body later.
His loins are not happy in this heat. Well, neither are mine, but that's another story. So we're gonna go get some breakfast. How was your week, Kevin?
My week was good. Very busy at work, my full-time job.
Do anything special?
We had a soccer tournament yesterday.
Soccer tournament. Did he win?
No.
Which one of your boys? The oldest?
My middle son.
Your middle son.
Yeah. They played valiantly, but they did not win. They're back again today at Jersey Shore.
Christian, right?
Yep.
Go Christian! Woohoo!
The kids are done with school.
That's awesome. I know.
Yeah.
School's finally out.
Summer's here.
Summer's here. It hasn't been much of a summer for us yet over at my house because of my family member I told you about. But hopefully he's on the mend, getting better every day. Last night was a minor setback. I didn't get much sleep, but I feel worse for my sister. She really didn't get any sleep. But you know, when you're up worrying all night and stuff like that. So I'm tired today, drinking my coffee, about to get some breakfast. But let me tell you, it is swamp butt weather. Swamp butt.
Hazy, hot, and moist.
Hazy, hot, moist, gross, nasty. We're pulling into Barron's now, so stay tuned for what we decide to get. Kevin's gonna get his fiery ass bagel that he normally gets. Fiery. But there's no line, so we're gonna hurry up and go in and we'll be back.
But you ain't never did with the boys in the band, with the bands and the box like Dilla. Love it when you heal up, will up, bring it back, come rewind. Touch to have your X-Man back on your line. But I'm a real player, never act like you're mine. Leave you disappointed, you gon' act like you're fine. And I see it all the time, so it's best I let my one dance go to the next man. Cause I ain't even gotta be your man, bitch, I can still leave here as the best man, yes ma'am.
Yeah, you can talk to me, boy, and you can move in up close, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not your baby, I might be up for a dance, I might be holding your hand, but that is all I can say.
Jalapeno fire. So that's what happens when you have hot, humid weather mixed with jalapeno bagels. You have ass, sweat of fire. So someone's gonna have to call 911 and take care of this fire that's gonna happen.
Kevin's on the phone with his wife. Shout out to Anya, we love you.
Anya, you're on Everyday Tidbits.
Anya is the best. She helped me recently with a situation at home, and we needed advice from her expertise, and she is amazing. Big shout out to her. Well, somebody's unconscious. Hopefully it's not in our area. But yeah, so things you're over here on the phone with your partner. I bet that guy has major swamp butt. Probably. So humid.
I'm addicted to your love, to your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. I'm a sucker for your love, for your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. You can end it, say it's over.
And here's our breakfast view for the day. It's quite cloudy and muggy out. Looks like they're doing the volleyball again. Boardwalk looks crowded. Ocean looks fairly flat and calm. Red flag again.
thinking of. Mama used to tell me love ain't right if it ain't easy, but I'm in too deep to walk away from you. Papa used to tell me love should never drive you crazy, but I lose my mind if you don't get it soon.
Kevin with his usual fiery loin, ass burning
Jala Jala.
jalapeno with jalapeno cream cheese.
Extra spicy today.
Extra spicy.
Right along with my attitude.
Yeah, I
I'm
would say
looking
that.
at this day.
Definitely a spicy attitude.
That's right.
But yeah, so we're gonna eat. I got a bagel. I'll show you what I. Look at the size of this bagel. It's literally the size of my head. And it's big head. I got, oh, she was on 1203 yesterday. I got a cheddar bagel. Oh, I didn't realize there was a cheddar on top of it. Just like the one down by me. Cheddar bagel with, oh my God, look at that. Olive pimento cream cheese. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that.
That does look
That
good.
looks so good.
Nice
So
and salty.
I'm gonna stuff my face with this deliciousness and we'll be back in a little bit. I think it's paramedic nap time.
Gotta rest those fire tears.
What?
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 You know what I'm talking about. It's all that, you know, hot out. Tears of fire running down your loins. That's what happens. Gotta take a nap.
You guys,
Get ready for the afternoon.
please save me.
All the fire loins.
Fire Lord! Good morning again. We just had a little nap. It was probably like an hour nap, right?
Felt great.
Nice solid nap. Now we're heading to an MVA with an unconscious person.
Oh, boy, we almost
Oh
going
my
head on.
God, somebody is trying to
way.
drive the wrong way on the highway in front of us. Oh Lord, that was a mistake.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they just turned right into head-on traffic. Thank God they stopped and realized they were going the wrong way. It just literally happened in front of us. But yeah, anyway, we're going to this MVA. It's probably going to be about, what, 20 minutes? 15 minutes to get there with an unconscious, and they just called for extrication from the fire department. So the person is either unconscious and unable to get out of the car, or they're entrapped in the car. So they need a fire department to come and assist getting them out. So that's where we're heading now, and I'll keep you updated when we finish. Palms are sweaty. Arms like spaghetti.
Everything's sweaty.
Everything's sweaty.
I'll spell it for you. B-A-L-L-S.
Sweaty. Oh my God, major swamp butt right now because we were just out on that highway with this motor vehicle accident, head-on collision. Our patient was trapped in the vehicle. Extrication was like 20-25 minutes. They had to basically peel the whole side of his car off to get him out because he was stuck under the dashboard. It appears that he has an abdominal issue, I think, mostly, right? What do you think? Probably some
Hot
type
belly.
of like a hot belly, we call it, some from the seatbelt, most likely. His pressure was in the toilet when we got there, so we gave him some TXA, which is a anti-clot, and it's pretty cool. And so it helped get his pressure up, and he got bilateral 18 gauges in the ACs and some fluid. And he was alert and oriented when we got to him, but I think he did have a period of unconsciousness after the accident. But he's very lucky. Both patients are very lucky. They are alive and alert at this time, and they're both at the trauma center. So, but it is significantly freaking hot out here.
Yes, you forgot. We also administered a topical dose of salt water via my head, shaking all over him.
Right. Kevin was.
It was very hot though.
Kevin was profusely sweating and watering the patient with his forehead.
Yes.
And I was just like trying to do like meditation in my head. I am not hot.
I'm like,
I am
why is
not
everybody moving out of the way?
And Kevin forgot to turn the lights off, so people are like, "Oh my God!" moving out of our way into parking lots and stuff like. Or is there a bagel shop in there? Oh yeah, there's Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
So we're in shore traffic because we're at this trauma center, which is at the shore. And we're trying to get our way back to the office right now, and I have this trauma chart to write. It's been like a week of trauma. This is like my second significant accident this week. Yesterday, I had a guy who was the unrestrained passenger in the back seat, and there was a unrestrained skateboard in the car that whacked him in his head. And he was unconscious, but he was conscious when we got to him. So, guys, the moral of the story is please wear your seatbelt.
And restrain your skateboards at all costs.
Restrain your stuff in your car, especially heavy items or sharp items that could impale your coconut if you should, God forbid, ever get into an accident.
Yeah, this guy did everything right. Seatbelt was on, airbag deployed. Somebody just crossed the yellow line and hit him head on. Yeah, so, I mean, we're not investigators. We can't say what caused the accident. But this poor man, he's very lucky to be walking out of this accident. Looking at his car, it was pretty significant. So we're going back to post. It's really hot out. I'm dying. Take a shower.
Yeah, I wish we could take a shower. How cool would that be if we could like take a shower, go back and service? That would be awesome. We unfortunately do not have showers at our post, but maybe someday we'll have like our own hut, like a shower and, you know, bunk beds and stuff like that. That would be amazing. But we're in like this little tiny teeny office that basically looks like a closet. But we're thankful that we have a post at all. So yes, we are, because there's a lot of agencies where EMS has to post on a street corner. They don't have a post. They basically go pick up their vehicle and then they're sent to a street corner to post. And that's not us. We're very lucky that we have a post. Especially if it was a little bigger with a shower and a bunk bed. But needless to say, we're heading back there now. We have to restock a few things in the truck. But for the most part, we're back in service and ready to go to the next one. Any final thoughts?
I winked. You got it?
I did. Okay, so we were, they're sending us to somewhere else. But we got a call for a seizure and we got canceled for the seizure call. And then we came back to the office. Kevin started eating. I'm still writing the trauma chart. I plugged in my Hot Logic for my lunch, but then we got hit out for a male with chest pain, difficulty breathing. We got all the way to the scene. We got canceled. And I think they're sending us somewhere else now. So that call was a cardiac arrest, and we, when we got there, we realized the patient had a DNR, and the patient had been down for about 45 minutes. So patient was pronounced, and patient was pronounced, and then immediately after that, we were trying to get back to post so that we both can finish our charts. And Kevin was in the middle of eating, so he has to finish his food. My food is in the Hot Logic lunchbox right now. I just brought some leftover Italian food that I had, and some chopped up zucchinis that I put in my Hot Logic to heat up with some seasoning on it. And right now there's a difficulty breathing pending for us. I'm waiting for Kevin to come out, and then I'll let you know what we have after that one. It's been a very, very, very busy day. It's like one after another. I'm surprised we had a little downtime earlier this morning. That's very rare. But it looks like we're gonna just be hopping for the rest of the day. It's already 1:30, so we're over the hump. And then we'll just see what happens from there. Usually Kevin likes to drive around and stuff, but I don't know if that's gonna happen today because we are just non-stop, one job after another. It's crazy. But yeah, so we have a difficulty breathing pending job. There's my lunch in my Hot Logic lunchbox. That job is unassigned from us because there was a closer unit. But look how cool this thing is. It's like a little slow cooker oven. It's actually hot. It's been in there for about an hour. And yeah, it's definitely hot and ready to eat, you can see. And it just plugs into the wall. It's like a little slow cooker. I love it. They do make ones that have like car charger things. I actually just ordered from Amazon a adapter to plug into the cigarette lighter in my car so that I could plug this one in if I'm ever in the car or in the front of the truck in the ambulance rather than having to put it in the back so that it's closer to me. But I think this thing is so cool. I'm gonna link it down below, my Hot Logic lunchbox.
Can you hand me my stuff? We have to go, we have an emergency.
Is this yours too?
Yes! Ah! Those are my safety glasses.
Okay, we want to make sure that you're safe.
Those are my stethoscope too.
Oh, your stethoscope.
Everything.
Oh God, I can't.
Oh, look at that. Crazy camera action.
Dropping my stuff on the floor.
The day in the life.
Oh, for the love of God, hold on. I'm too fat to bend over.
A lot of tidbits every day. Everyday tidbits.
Yeah. Anyway, we are heading to a heat-related emergency. Somebody's outside in their wheelchair.
All day.
Probably all day. It's very, 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 very hot out, guys. It's like 85 degrees and it's 80% humidity, so it's disgusting. It might even be close to 90 now. But we're heading there now to help out this person having heat-related emergency, and we just were able to finish our food finally and finish our charts finally. So we did get a brief pause, and now we're up and running again. And it looks quite breezy.
All day.
I wonder if it's gonna like storm, right? Does it look like it's gonna storm?
I don't know.
I don't know, there's some black clouds in the sky a little bit, like scattered.
It would be a welcome storm if it stormed.
Please, I wish it would, because then maybe this air can break. It's just like thick pea soup out there. It's like terrible.
Function.
Canceled for the heat exposure, and now we just drove past this cute little barn, and there's a wedding going on inside. Wish we could actually see the ceremony, but how cute is that?
Wish we could go have a drink.
Well,
do a little dancing.
That would be
little bar dancing.
But how cool is that little building?
Like drinking bar dancing.
There's so much open land in this area. It's so pretty out here. But like, there's, oh my God, llamas!
Llamas?
Llamas!
Yep.
See those llamas?
I did see the llamas. And maybe they're part of the wedding.
It's possible.
Yeah, maybe that, you know, the bride and the groom really rode in on the llamas. You know, that's their thing. That's what, you know, that's what they like to do. Llama ride. Llama ride.
Llama ride.
Llama ride.
Llama ride.
There's some crazy stuff going on over there.
I know. Very cute.
Yeah.
Do you guys see this traffic? This is shore traffic. This is what we have to deal with every shift when we come out to this post in the summertime. This is awful. This is terrible. It takes forever to get back to post.
Down at the beach.
And if you have to go to the bathroom or if your food's at post, it takes forever. And there's a bridge up there that keeps going up for like boats and stuff because there's a channel over there.
The birthday party will start till the afternoon.
And
a lot of traffic.
He's a goofball. But ew, look at this traffic. Like even side streets can't get in. Oh my God.
No, the bridge is down.
The bridge is down and there's still all that traffic. But do you see, we have all these out-of-state tags, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont. Like, go. Are you too good for your home? Where's this person from?
Connecticut.
This person, Connecticut.
Find out what time it is. Tell them, let's meet him.
Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow.
We were canceled on our testing call, and then we were dispatched for a seizure call, and we were canceled on that one as well. We ran into our supervisor who dropped off a bag for Kevin, his EMS gift. It's like a month past due, but they're so nice. They personalized them for us. They gave us these nice little duffel bags, personalized our names on them with embroidery. So I thought that was very generous of them. They also fed us for the entire week of EMS week. There was barbecue.
I didn't get no food.
Were you here when the pastries came?
No.
Oh no, Matt was here. So they gave us barbecue, but I never got barbecue because that was at the main office, and our office that we were at was too far away. And we were so busy that we never had a chance to rotate up. But they fed barbecue to the EMS. They dropped off cookies, Girl Scout cookies, pastries. So they really took care of us for EMS week, and I thought that was very nice.
All stuff that keeps our bodies nice and lean.
Well, that's what I said in the video. know, when the pastries came,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's very generous, but this is why EMS, most of us are fat, including myself. I'm not trying to offend anybody in any way, but I am talking because I'm fat, so I'm pleasantly plump. But we don't need any of that, like, I mean, I wish they would just brought carrots and like celery, or like salad bar. That'd be nice, right? I mean, obviously you can tell that I'm fat with my giant chin roll.
I gotta build it.
Well,
This is genetics.
like a Yoda.
I'm ripped below the uniform. This is just genetics. Supervisor?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Where are those puppies? In the back of the car.
Oh, I was trying to get you dancing. Levitating.
Left titty?
Levitating.
Right foot, left titty?
No, I said levitating, you turd.
Left titty!
Put your left titty in, put your left titty out. And shake it all about. We're back at the beach, same spot that we were this morning, and it is absolutely mobbed. Look how many people are on the beach. It's like shoulder to shoulder packed.
There's still going on.
And the wind is picking up. Look at that.
Water looks rough though.
It does look rough because of the wind. And look, all the little bikes that are lined up. Love shore towns. People ride their bikes everywhere. It's awesome. Fairy loins.
That's me. Fire line.
We just got gas for our vehicle, and we wanted to just talk about some of the glamorous parts of EMS. This is such a glamorous job. I mean,
Glamorous.
you get to wear these really fancy uniforms. They're so glamorous.
Get patches on them.
Really cool fancy patches. You get to work in the most humid conditions, and you get to work in rain, snow,
Correct.
sleet, all kinds of hail, hurricanes, tornadoes. Thank God we haven't had any. Hurricanes, definitely. We were like hit by Sandy pretty hard back in 2012, horrendously. And right after Sandy, we had a nor'easter. So and snow. So that was a really bad time. But yeah, we were glamorously working in that. That is the cutest puppy.
Glamorous.
Glamorous puppy. So we get to work in all kinds of fancy weather. Flouncy, the glamorous, the flouncy.
Yes, and fire.
We get to work with fire.
Fire lines.
Fire lines.
Fire lines.
Well,
Wildfire.
Wildfires.
Yeah.
We get to work in these fancy trucks.
Only the best.
Only the best. They're so fancy.
Ghetto wheels.
Well, sometimes there's ghetto wheels, but like they're such a fancy truck, fancy mobiles. We get to work in really fancy offices.
Well, we do get to work in a fancy, glorious area.
We do. Oh my God, this area is so nice. I'm not even being like sarcastic about it. This is a beautiful area that we're working in. And so there's a lot of fancy, glamorous.
Oh, we get to wear pretty gloves all the time.
Oh God, our gloves are gorgeous.
We get to wear
They match our
really
shirts.
cool P100 respirators.
Oh my God,
Beautiful.
These are like so fancy.
Beautiful. I have fancy eye protection too, so I don't get stuff in my eyes. Viruses and blood and such.
Guts and gore is really fancy. But yes, we just wanted to share a few of the glamorous parts of being a paramedic. And despite all this glamour that we get to work in, I would not want to do any other job. I absolutely love my job. Whoa, that's really pretty over there.
Nice park.
It's all very well now, it's all very good. It's fun to pretend and we probably should. But when I get up, the lights come on. So take a good look, soon I'll be gone. Yeah, take a picture, baby, if you wanna last long. All time good, high, don't ask me why. Caroline, don't cry, baby, it's no concern. Oh, touch and go is what I know, but I can learn.
Oh man,
We just got back to post a little while ago, and another miracle happened. We were able to like take a hot, quick nap. All of a sudden, I got so tired. I like sat in the chair and I put the TV on, and I was out cold, probably for like 20 minutes. But I came out to the truck to do a once over for the night crew because it is 6:15. They usually get here by like 6:30, 6:40. So, and then it was probably my fault because I came out here, but we have a job. We're heading locally to a difficulty breathing call with increased fluid buildup. So that's our nature, and that's where we're heading now. And it is still hot and humid out, but a little bit better. I mean, I would say that, you know, not as hot as before, but it's still gross out. And my battery's dying on the radio. So I'll let you know what we have after this call.
It's all very well now, it's all very good. It's fun to pretend and we probably should. 'Cause when I get up, the lights come on. So take a good look, soon I'll be gone. Yeah, take a picture, baby, if you wanna last long. All time good, high, don't ask me why. Yeah, when I get up, the lights come on.
Okay guys, we got all over there. We got canceled by the squad that was on location. Everybody was partying outside. I was quite confused when we pulled up. I'm like, why is everybody out here? Nobody's inside with the patient. I was confused. I was very confused. But then we got sent away because the patient was stable and we were not needed. So my confusion was lifted. Thank God.
They were the best squad ever.
They were the best squad ever.
Ever.
Because it's time to go home.
Correct.
And so for that reason, I'm going to say goodnight. And thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate your support. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so that you're notified. I don't know what happened to my voice. So that you're notified every time I post. Follow me on Instagram at everyday_tidbits and
Tidbits.
Facebook at everydaytidbits, because I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube and Instagram family and Facebook.
I would love that too.
And Kevin would love it too. So if you love Kevin, give him some love in the comments. And I hope everyone's being safe. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Tidbits. Every day.
Every day.
Tidbits.
Maximize your tidbits every day.
Yes.
Quote unquote by Kevin.
That's right. Maximize your tidbits.
Maximize your tidbits.
I'm addicted to your